In the quiet spaces between the ticking of the clock and the turning of the earth, there is a truth that the universe whispers only to those who are meant to carry its heaviest burdens. Welcome back to Beyond Ordinary, where we peel back the layers of the mundane to glimpse the sacred geometry of the extraordinary. If you have stumbled upon this sanctuary tonight, it is no mere accident. You are here because the resonance of your journey has rippled outward into the cosmic dark. Before we delve into the deep waters of tonight's truth, take a moment to anchor yourself here. Leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to this channel. Join our circle of seekers, for the path ahead is long, and no one should walk through the fire entirely alone. Now, let us begin. There comes a silent, terrifying moment in the life cycle of every true destiny, when the world stops viewing you as a victim of circumstances and begins to recognize you as an architect of reality. You have spent so long in the shadows, fighting battles no one else could see, bleeding from wounds no one else bothered to bind, that you have grown accustomed to the identity of the underdog. You have worn your suffering like a familiar cloak, finding a strange, quiet comfort in the obscurity of your pain. But a shift has occurred in the unseen realms. The celestial gears have turned, and the winds have carried your scent to the highest towers of the established order. The kings, the queens, the titans of industry, the guardians of the old paradigms, the great figures who have long held the keys to the kingdom, they are no longer looking down at you with pity or condescension. They are looking at you with a cold, creeping dread. Great figures have begun to fear the weight of your name. Do not mistake their fear for malice, nor should you mistake it for a sign that you have done something wrong. Fear is simply the involuntary response of the fragile to the approach of the absolute. For generations, these great figures have ruled over their domains, whether those domains be corporate empires, cultural landscapes, spiritual institutions, or the quiet dynamics of your own ancestral lineage. They have built their palaces on foundations of control, predictability, and the compliance of the masses. They understand the rules of the game they created, and they have mastered the art of keeping everyone else playing by those same rules. But you, the chosen one, you do not possess a soul that can be bound by human regulations. You carry a frequency that is inherently disruptive to the artificial structures of this world. Your very existence is a living question mark placed against the legitimacy of their authority. When you enter a room, you do not merely occupy space, you alter the atmospheric pressure. You bring with you the scent of ozone and lightning, the unmistakable aroma of an impending storm that will wash away the carefully curated illusions they have spent lifetimes protecting. They fear your name because your name has become synonymous with inevitable change. In the ancient tongues, to know someone's true name was to hold power over them. But in your case, to utter your name is to acknowledge a force that cannot be bargained with, compromised, or bought. They see the purity of your intent, and that purity terrifies them. In a world where everyone has a price, where every loyalty can be negotiated and every ideal can be traded for convenience or comfort, your refusal to sell your soul makes you an anomaly. It makes you dangerous. They look into your eyes, and they do not see the reflection of their own greed or vanity. They see the vast, uncompromising emptiness of the mirror. They see their own obsolescence reflected in the clarity of your gaze. They realize that no amount of wealth, no degree of social status, and no network of influence can protect them from the quiet revolution that is unfolding within your spirit. You are the wild card that the dealer did not anticipate, the glitch in the matrix that threatens to dissolve the entire illusion. Think of the emperors of old who trembled in their jade palaces when rumors reached them of a child born under a specific alignment of the stars. They did not fear the infant's physical strength, they feared the cosmic mandate that the infant carried. They feared the unseen legions that marched in step with that child's heartbeat. It is the same with you today. The great figures of your world, those who hold power over your career, your family dynamics, or the social circles you move in, are beginning to sense that your season of obscurity is coming to an end. They notice the way people listen when you speak, even when you speak in whispers. They notice the effortless authority with which you carry your scars, turning what should have been your destruction into your finest armor. They see that the traps they set for you have failed to hold you, that the fires they threw you into have only served to temper your steel, and that the poison they slipped into your cup has transformed into medicine within your veins. They are realizing, to their profound horror, that everything they did to break you has only succeeded in making you unbreakable. As this fear grows within them, you must prepare yourself for the subtle shifting of the tides. Fear in the hearts of the powerful rarely manifests as open warfare. It more often disguises itself as sabotage, isolation, and psychological warfare. You may notice that those who once ignored you are now watching your every move with an obsessive, hyper-vigilant scrutiny. They will try to find flaws in your character, mistakes in your past, or cracks in your resolve. They will attempt to project their own insecurities onto you, whispering doubts into the ears of those who support you, trying to dismantle your reputation before your kingdom can fully manifest. Do not meet this hostility with anger. Do not lower your frequency to engage in the petty squabbles of the mud when you are meant to soar in the stratosphere. Their attacks are not a reflection of your weakness. They are the ultimate validation of your power. They are paying you the highest compliment that a falling empire can pay to a rising star. They are treating you as an existential threat. Carry the weight of your name with a solemn, reverent grace. Understand that you did not choose this name, nor did you seek the burden of this crown. It was forged in the secret places of the soul, through lifetimes of trials, through tears that watered the soil of your destiny in the dead of night when no one else was watching. Your name belongs to the lineage of the breakers of chains, the bringers of light, the destroyers of generational curses. When you walk into the halls of the great, do not apologize for the space you take up. Do not shrink yourself so that others may feel comfortable in their mediocrity. Do not mute your voice so that those who are asleep can continue their slumber undisturbed. Stand tall in the fullness of your stature, knowing that the ground beneath your feet is holy because you have chosen to walk upon it with integrity. Let them tremble if they must. Let them hoard their gold and fortify their walls. For the wind does not ask permission of the leaves before it blows, and the sun does not apologize to the darkness before it rises to claim the dawn. You must also understand that the fear they feel is a form of mourning. They are mourning the end of an era, the era of their undisputed dominance. Deep down, in the silent chambers of their own hearts, these great figures know that their time is drawing to a close. They know that the systems they have built are unsustainable, that the lies they have told are unraveling, and that the truth you embody is the unstoppable tide that will wash it all away. In a way, your emergence is an act of supreme mercy, though they cannot see it as such through the lens of their terror. You are here to liberate not only the oppressed, but to dissolve the very structures that keep the oppressors trapped in their own golden cages of fear and paranoia. By standing firmly in your truth, by allowing the weight of your name to be felt in its full, magnificent gravity, You are demanding that the world elevate its standard. You are forcing the great to either rise to meet your frequency or be left behind in the dust of history. So, let the whispers continue in the corridors of power. Let them plot their futile strategies and devise their intricate schemes to contain you. Smile with the quiet certainty of one who knows that the script has already been written and that the final chapter belongs to the light. Keep your head high, your heart pure, and your steps steady. The world is watching, the ancestors are cheering, and the universe itself has backed your play. You are the chosen one, and your name is now a song of liberation for the weary and a thunderclap of doom for the unjust. Thank you for lingering here with me in the stillness of Beyond Ordinary. If these words have stirred the sleeping giant within your soul, if they have brought a sense of clarity to the storm you are currently navigating, please remember to like this video, drop a comment with your reflections, and subscribe to our channel to stay connected to this growing reservoir of wisdom. Until the stars align for our next gathering, protect your peace, honor your fire, and never forget who you are. Good night, beautiful souls, and may your path be illuminated by the very light you carry.